Okay, so here's the deal. I'm going to be explaining everyone's powers, starting with the simplest, which is Charlotte. Charlotte's is pretty simple. It's just, like, glowy pentagon things. They're like projectiles, and they slice and stuff, but also they're platforms, so you can, like, sit on them. They're pretty weird. Usually enemies will be like, who's that weakling? But Charlotte's powers are actually pretty strong. So that's Charlotte's. I think that's the cutest. In terms of complicated, I think Tess should be next. Tess's powers are a type of, like, beast growing. There's a bunch of special seeds that grow cats. Like, you plant them on the ground and then water them with the watering can, and, like, these weird plant cat things will come, and it's, like, hundreds of them, and they'll just swarm the enemy. And also they can carry, like, energy and stuff, and they can share magical powers. I feel like there's a lot of support abilities on the team. And then also she has her sidekick gunslinging Perry, who's not a plant cat, more like familiar. And she of course has a cute little outfit, very adorable. Okay, so next is Malia's. Malia's is like a pretty easy to explain, making cloth dolls. They start out small, and then when she sews on the special buttons that she can materialize, they come to life, and she can make different ones for any kind of situation. And her apron has special tools, and she can also summon certain magical fabrics with her magic power. And as for the seeds for Tess imbues those with magic by the batch, so there's a chance she could run out, but she makes a lot, so that wouldn't happen. Next is Araya. Araya has the ability to... She uses a lot of mirrors because she has the ability to, like, emit light and bounce light off of things, and she uses it to, like, blind enemies, but also make, like, laser guns. And then there's a super secret ability that she doesn't use very often. It's like a trump card, where she can create, like, illusions and to sort of like mirages to confuse the enemy. So she's pretty cool, and she usually uses it to, like, blind enemies. And then Kieran, who I feel like is the most straight up offense, he's got a sword. He's more accessory based magic, like with a sword and then cards that can do certain things, and then there's slots in his armor and stuff where you can put the cards. But the thing is that if they're damaged, they won't work, and he makes the cards themselves and all that. They're pretty cool. And then honestly, I think my power is the most complicated. So how it works is mine is debuffs and heals. So with my left hand, if I look through a finger circle and make a minus motion with my hands, as long as I'm looking at enemies, I can put debuffs on them that, like, slow them down and weaken their attacks. And then if I use my right hand and look at my allies and do plus motions, it sends out heals, but I have to do the plus motions. So if, like, my hands get injured or whatever, it won't work. So that's a risk. I don't have many offense abilities, I guess, so I usually stay towards the back. And also I can, like, float, but just a little bit. And then if I'm going super hyper crazy, I can technically do it without looking through my fingers, but it's a lot more difficult. That's only, like, when there's serious trouble, and usually it's used for healing. And I tend to freak out when her friends get hurt, and I'll be like, shit, I'm healing as fast as I can, but it's not working. So luckily we've got some other support class. Malia can technically use support abilities, and so can Tess. She can share, like, healing things with her cats. So yeah, and all the magical accessories and stuff are things that are crafted by the users. You don't really buy those. So I think that's it. Yeah, it was really fun to design all of these. I guess I technically have, like, a minor form of, I'm like, man, I wish I could do offense attacks. I wish I could help the battles. But I guess I'll just sit in the back and heal. But honestly, it's probably the best thing, because I feel like I get super flustered if I had to, like, actually attack people. You know me, the healer role. But yeah, that's the explanation for all the attacks. It's kind of stupid, but I had a lot of fun making it.